From the day I was born, something has always watched over me. My grandmother, a woman who saw more than most, told me it was a gift from our ancestors, a guardian. She said it would protect me from harm, guide my steps, and ensure my prosperity. And for most of my life, she was right. I was born in a small village in eastern Nigeria, and from childhood, I felt an unseen presence. When I nearly drowned in the village river, a sudden, powerful current pushed me back to the bank. When I was lost in the forest, a path I'd never seen before appeared, leading me straight home. As I grew, so did my fortune. I excelled in school, won a scholarship to study abroad, and eventually built a successful business back in Lagos. I married a wonderful woman, Amara, and our life was perfect. The guardian, I believed, was still with me. I would feel its presence most strongly in moments of decision or danger, a gentle warmth, a whisper in my mind. Then my son, Chike, was born. He was a beautiful baby, the very image of his mother. But from the moment I held him, something felt off. The familiar warmth of my guardian vanished, replaced by a chilling silence. It was like a radio that had suddenly gone dead. At first, I dismissed it. Perhaps fatherhood had changed me, shifted my spiritual connection. But as Chike grew, the unease intensified. He was a quiet child, rarely crying, with eyes that seemed too old for his face. He would stare at me for long stretches, and in those moments I felt a strange, cold pressure in my chest. Amara saw none of it. To her, he was our precious boy. But I started noticing things. Toys would move on their own in his room. Whispers would echo from the baby monitor when he was fast asleep. One evening I was working late in my study when a sudden cold draft swept through the room, though all the windows were shut. A voice, ancient and guttural, whispered in my ear, "He is not yours." I spun around, my heart pounding, but the room was empty. The voice was not my guardian's. It was something else, something filled with malice. I started spending less time at home, throwing myself into work, unable to shake the feeling of dread that Chike's presence brought. The breaking point came on Chike's 3rd birthday. We had a small party at home. As Amara brought out the cake, the lights flickered and died, plunging the room into darkness. A collective gasp went through our guests, but then a small, single flame ignited on one of the candles. In the faint, eerie glow, I saw Chike. He wasn't looking at the cake. He was looking directly at me, and he was smiling. But it wasn't the smile of a 3-year-old. It was a knowing, ancient smirk. The air grew impossibly cold, and the whispers returned, swirling around me, dozens of them, all saying the same thing. He has come for the debt. Suddenly, the familiar warmth I hadn't felt since his birth surged through me, stronger than ever. My guardian, it was fighting. A protective shield seemed to form around me, pushing back the oppressive cold. The lights flickered back on, and Chike was just a little boy again, looking confused. My guests were shaken, blaming the old wiring in the house. But I knew. That night, after everyone had left, I went into Chike's room. He was asleep, looking so innocent. I reached out to touch his forehead, and as my fingers made contact, a vision flooded my mind. I saw a pact made by an ancestor generations ago, a deal with a powerful dark entity for wealth and influence. The price was to be paid by a descendant, a firstborn son who would be a vessel for the entity to walk the earth again. The entity wasn't after me. It was after my lineage, and my guardian had been protecting me my whole life, delaying the payment. But with the birth of my own firstborn, the pact was due. Chike wasn't my son. He was the debt collector. I pulled my hand back, trembling. My guardian's presence was a faint warmth now, weakened. It had used its strength to show me the truth. I looked at the sleeping child, and the love I had tried to force myself to feel was replaced by a stark, terrifying reality. I now face an impossible choice. How do I fight an ancient entity wearing my son's face? How do I protect the world from him when the world sees only an innocent child? The guardian is faint, and I am alone. The whispers are getting louder, and I know my time is running out. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have any experiences with the supernatural, please share them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more true, chilling tales.